So, Stephanie, I heard you have never seen this movie before watching it for this episode.
That's right.
I need to know all your thoughts.
Ooh, I had a lot of thoughts. I did.
Okay. Did you like it?
Yeah, I liked it.
It's like, sure.
I did see like a sequel or a remake at one point, so I knew what I was getting into. So yeah, I liked it. My one thought, like later on after I had watched the whole thing, I was like, we clip along at like a really nice pace, but I feel like these characters don't like exist outside of the whole Freddy thing.
Okay.
So like once, before Freddy, not sure what they were doing. After Freddy, not sure what they're doing, kind of thing.
Mhm.
Because I guess it's to make it more acceptable that they're all doomed in the end.
Yeah, they're just purely here to die.
Yeah, essentially. I was also surprised that he killed Tina so quickly. I thought Tina was our final girl, and then she got killed, and I was like, oh, bye, Tina.
Bye, girl. No, it's Nancy. Nancy's our final girl.
I had no idea, because we woke, like, Tina's the girl in the first dream, and we go to school with Tina, and then I guess we get transitioned to Nancy.
Right. It's just the opening. You focus on this character. Psych. Got Nancy. What do you think about Nancy? Did you like her?
I like Nancy. Yeah. I had questions about her mom. I was like, she seems fine. She seemed completely normal. And then all of a sudden, Nancy like throws in her face that she's a drunk. And then all of a sudden, Nancy's mom always is sleeping with a vodka bottle, or like it's right next to her all the time. And I was like, I never noticed.
Or maybe I should grab that bottle and veg out with you. Avoid everything happening to me by just getting good and loaded.
Okay.
Was she drinking before? I didn't see it.
I think so. I believe so. Marge pisses me off so much.
The first half, I didn't mind her. I was like, she's actually really like thoughtful. Like, she's like, my kid's having all of this trouble with sleeping, and I'll take her to a sleep study thing. That's logical. And she's very worried about her. So I thought it was a lot better than like poor Tina's mom, who's like, cut your nails. Obviously, stop ripping your shirt open like that. Like,
Tina, honey, you gotta cut your fingernails. You gotta stop that kind of dreaming. One or the other.
The parents in this movie are just ignoring all the red flags.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're like Stephanie, I've never seen this movie. We got Freddy Krueger, kills you in your sleep. And we find out that Nancy's able to pull things out of the dream, right? And she pulls out Freddy Krueger's hat. And she all of a sudden knows about Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
And then you find out in the movie that the parents killed this man because he was killing children.
Mm-hmm.
And Marge is not questioning how all of a sudden Nancy knows about this, how she has his hat. She's like, just go to sleep.
Do you know who that is, Mother? Because if you do, you better tell me, because he's after me now.
You'll feel better when you get some sleep.
Feel better? You call this feeling better? You knew about him all this time? And you've been acting like it was something I made up?
You'll feel better when you sleep. It's just as simple as that.
Yeah.
It's
Don't
fine.
worry about it. I locked all the doors. I put bars on the windows. You'll be good. Get some sleep. Like, no.
Ma'am, I pulled this hat out of a dream. What do you mean I'm going to be
She
fine?
kind of went back and forth on that, though, because she called Nancy's dad and was like, I don't know how it happened. All of a sudden, she's sitting with this hat and I have it in my hand. And so it's not like Nancy's mom wasn't there to see it.
Right. Yeah, it's just, if I was telling you that I got this from the dream and that's how everyone's dying, maybe help me instead of just saying you should just fall asleep instead. Like, that's not gonna help, Marge.
And then she has, on top of that, her friends are dying. So it's not like Nancy's just having a funny haha moment. Like, I get out of school and I freak out while I sleep, and then, oh, they didn't see that I snuck a hat in to surprise them.
Is that, wait, when did she pull out the hat? Was that at school or?
That was at the sleep study.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And as a person that's had
that?
a sleep study, they put wires all over you. There's no way she could have hid a hat in her crevices or anything.
No, not Nancy hiding hats in her crevices, Stephanie. How did that sleep study go? Was it Did it look like the movie or?
Well, obviously my mom didn't sit with the person and watch me sleep the whole time. I was also an adult, but they just wake you up multiple times and they start like putting different masks on you because I have sleep apnea. So yeah, they just switch them out and they're like, still not doing that breathing thing.
Right. You might want to do that.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's just a lot of wires and you're very sticky afterwards.
Because I'm assuming
because of the glue. It's yeah.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah.
How did you feel about our villain, Freddy Krueger?
He had a silly run. He was chasing Tina in an alley in one of her dreams, and he's like, "Hi," and then he like starts like running with his like his arms kind of doing this, and I was like, "Oh, silly guy."
Silly guy. Oh no. See, Stephanie, if you were sleeping and you saw him, you'd just be like, okay.
Honestly, when he cut himself open and there were bugs coming out, I'd be like, "That's gross."
Okay.
I'll be going now.
That's gross. Not scary, just gross.
Yeah.
Sir, what are you doing?
To be honest, though, with whatever version I watched of this in junior high or high school or something, I did have a dream and he was outside my window and I was like, he's here in the place where it happens, where he kills people.
Oh, no.
So it freaked me out. But otherwise, that was the only time I saw him.
Okay. In terms of his powers and stuff, how do you feel about that? Like his whole gimmick is he can only kill you in your sleep.
Yeah, I feel like you're screwed. Everyone has to sleep. And Nancy even pulled him out of her dreams and still couldn't get him.
Did she? Did she pull him out of
Oh, you think that was all a dream? I mean, I guess it would explain why the cops wouldn't come break into her house when she's yelling, "Help me."
One of my notes in all caps was like, "Oh my God, somebody help her, please."
Right.
Help! I got him! He's Daddy! I got him trapped! Help! Where are you?
Everything's gonna be all right! Everything's under control!
Get my dad, you asshole!
So, funny story. The ending of this movie was not the intentional ending. So, the ending where they're all alive in the car and stuff, that was meant to be real life. They survived. However, I think it was studio interference. They're like, no, we don't want that ending. So it ends with them still in a dream. So there's multiple interpretations, which is one of the things I actually want to talk to you about. Or not interpretations, just what part of this movie is a dream. Some people say the whole movie is a dream, starting when Nancy falls asleep at the school. From then on, the rest of the movie is a dream.
Okay.
There is some people who say when Nancy falls asleep, when she's trying to trap him or like bring him out, that to the end is all a dream. So I was curious what your thoughts were, like which parts of this movie were dreams and which were real life.
I'm not sure if I buy into the theory that it's a dream from one part or another part, because when Tina talks to her about her nightmare at school, Nancy's already dreaming about him because she mentions it's a guy in a dirty red and green sweater. And it's like, oh, all of these pieces are clicking together. She's already seen him. So I guess there is a lot of leeway where she does fall asleep, because at one point I did write, oh, so it's just a long blink and then she's instantly in a dream. Like, like the bathtub scene, I was like, she hasn't been asleep long enough for the hand to come out.
If it were the original ending, because Tina's alive at the end, which means she didn't actually die, which means literally the whole movie is Nancy's dream, because she wouldn't be alive then.
Right.
You know, so the thing about it is, for me, I think at the very least, when Nancy falls asleep to try to bring him out at the very end, I think once she falls asleep and to the absolute end is all a dream. She never actually brings him out of her dream, I don't think.
Oh, I mean, definitely possible. Kind of like the Smile Monster, like... Obviously, Smile, I guess, is taking more inspiration from him than vice versa. You know, you don't have any sense of reality when Freddy's trying to get you.
Right. And you pointed out one of the reasons I think that is the cops were just like, oh, she's screaming for help for like 20 minutes straight. And they're just like, should we help her? And then also, the most bizarre part of this movie is when Freddy's on fire and Nancy and her dad, who's the cop, come in and he's under the covers on top of Marge and they pull the covers off
And he's not there anymore.
And then her charred body just floats down into the bed.
Yeah.
How is that happening in real life?
Watch out, he's under there! Now do you believe me?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I guess that makes sense. Then it would be a dream. And
the father's reaction is just like, oh, that was a little weird. And he just walks away. He's not like horrified. Everyone's reactions, I mean, even across the board to me in the movie is so nonchalant or like, huh, okay.
Yeah. Because even when Rod gets arrested in front of Nancy, Nancy's like, "Oh, you promised, Dad. Like, you baited me or whatever." And then she just walks to school. Yeah, you used me. And then she just walks to school like, "All right, well, sometimes you lose them like that."
You used me.
What the hell were you doing going to school today for anyway? Nancy! Nancy!
Yeah, some things, I don't know if I think the whole movie is a dream necessarily, but I definitely think she never actually brings him out of the dream at the end.
Okay, fair enough. But I do like the fact that they didn't all survive at the end because I feel like it gives Freddy like an extra edge that makes him more undefeatable rather than, if you tell him you don't believe in him anymore, then everyone's fine.
Yeah.
Because it feels very Disney coded, kind of like don't look under the bed. Like,
yeah,
if you don't believe in them anymore, they can't harm you. So
exactly. And I think that was the big problem people had because it was one of those, and it was all a dream. Like, who likes that as a plot device?
No one.
I am a little sad that it ends so poorly for everybody. Like Nancy gets got, the mom, the sex doll mom gets pulled through. It looks so bad. She gets pulled through the window, but it's kind of funny. I was like, I don't know how I feel about having a bad ending like that. I wish maybe Nancy defeated him in a way, or maybe not, he can't hurt her anymore, but he still exists,
Yeah,
I mean, obviously
everything that happened to everyone around her is final. And then you could kind of make Nancy the final girl for another sequel or something like that. He's stronger now and he's going to come back.
I really like Nancy. I think my one note, she's very toothy when she's like, all of the time. Did you notice that, or is it just me?
Yeah. No, I can get that because even when she was calling for help, I was like, yeah, help her. But she was kind of like, Daddy! Like it wasn't like super, I'm scared, come get me. It was more or less like, why didn't you listen to me? Which also is on her dad that he didn't tell anybody to go and save her.
Mm-hmm. Well, he did say,
to watch the house.
Yeah, in like 20 minutes, come get me or something.
Yeah, break down the door and come get me.
And they said, no.
Still doesn't seem right.
They were too busy trying to find Johnny Depp's character.
Yeah. It took me a minute, and I was like, oh, baby Johnny Depp, hi.
Did you know he was in this?
No, I checked the cast list because at first I didn't recognize him at all. And I was like, oh, I didn't see a lot of Johnny Depp until like Pirates of the Caribbean. So,
okay.
So
this was his very first movie.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. In the credits, it says, introducing Johnny Depp. Did you like Glenn? I think that's his name, right? Glenn?
I did. I was mad that he fell asleep when she asked him to watch her. But
you had one job.
Right.
She was right to be pissed.
Glenn, you bastard.
What'd I do?
I just asked you to do one thing. Just stay awake and watch me. Just wake me up if it looked like I was having a bad dream. And what did you do, you shit?
Otherwise, I thought he was incredibly supportive for not believing any of this.
How did you feel about his death scene?
I was very confused on how exactly, I don't know, Freddy killed him blender styled and made so much blood. So much blood come out of the mattress, but
oh wow, okay. She's like, I don't know. I feel like that's a very iconic death scene that people...
it was a lot, but we didn't see what happened, so I don't know. We only see the end result in a way.
Freddy's rules are very confusing to me because was that geyser going upwards? How is that possible?
Yeah.
Like how, I don't know. I don't get it. And then like when Tina's like flying around the room,
Mm-hmm.
what
Yeah.
is that actually happening in real life? Could you imagine?
No, not at all. Yeah, I noticed that too. I was surprised that he made a noose for Rod. I was like, you have knives for hands. Like, just do that. But
If you have gloves like that, like I think his weapon of choice is like the coolest one out of a lot of our big slashers. Like what we got, chainsaw, okay, a knife, boring.
yeah.
Knife
I
gloves.
did like that they jumped right to it, to showing him setting up the glove. And I was like, okay, this is fine. Ignoring the fact that I don't feel like the people exist outside of Freddy, but I thought it was nice that we just kind of like jumped into it. There was no like pre-scene, like no one's having any nightmares, and then all of a sudden it starts.
Do you wish we got some more backstory on Freddy or his reasoning
I would
behind
kind of
killing kids?
like a flashback or something, rather than just to take it from the parents, or at least Marge's point of view.
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously, second half of the movie, Marge is unreliable.
Really, truly. And I love how she keeps the gloves. I'm like, why do you want that?
Right.
Dispose of those, please, ma'am.
Yeah, that's gross. That's very gross.
That killed children, and you're just like, yeah, I'll keep it.
I think I need a little clarification then. Was Freddy luring small children to kill them, or it was teens? Like, and that's why he's killing teens now? Because then that makes me question, if he was killing small children and now he kills teens, is it because they're not virgins? And that kind of stuff. That was a big question for me. I was like, so is Tina being attacked here because she's not a virgin?
Oh, okay. So here's my thing. I actually don't know a ton about Nightmare on Elm Street. I like it. Don't get me wrong. It's not my favorite franchise. So I've only seen this a handful of times, and I haven't seen all the sequels. From my interpretation, I think he killed younger kids, and I think the only reason he's going after the teens now is because they're the children of the parents.
Oh, okay.
I think that's my interpretation, that he's going after the kids of the parents who killed him.
Okay. Because that never really made sense to me from when like people told me about why Freddy is Freddy. They were like, oh, he killed little kids. And I was like, then why is he killing teens now? So
As long as you're under 18, he doesn't discriminate.
yeah, okay.
It's like, as long as you're legally a child, I will kill you. I actually don't know. That's just my thought there. If I'm wrong, let me know. But that's what I think. Because like obviously Marge was in on it when he killed him. So like, yeah, it sounds like a revenge thing.
Yeah, I guess so.
Did you know about the inspiration for this movie? Like where the idea came from?
No, I didn't.
So I guess Wes Craven heard about articles of refugees coming over from Cambodia, and they were dying in their sleep. So this is just a quick quote from sci-fi.com on Nightmare on Elm Street, but he said he read an article in LA Times about a family who had escaped the killing fields in Cambodia and managed to get to the US. Things were fine, and then suddenly the young son was having a very disturbing nightmare. He told the parents he was afraid if he slept, the thing would chase him to get him. So he tried to stay awake for days at a time. When he finally fell asleep, his parents thought the crisis was over. They then heard screams in the middle of the night, and by the time they got him, he was dead. He died in the middle of a nightmare. He was a youngster having a vision of a horror that everyone else was denying. That became the central line of A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh.
So there's
interesting. Did his hair turn white like Nancy, or is that just an added thing?
Yeah, I think that's just an added thing. That's just like a stress response because in Poltergeist,
I thought that was something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's interesting that this is based, or the idea came from actual people dying in their sleep. Like that's crazy.
Sounds like a PTSD thing, but yeah, I didn't know it would go that deep, honestly.
Right? That just makes it like even scarier. Like the odds of you dying in your sleep, like from a dream, like I don't think they ever found out exactly what the issue was, but that makes it so much scarier to me.
I wonder if it was just like the combined stress and him not sleeping as well. So, you know, the kind of overexerted himself. Maybe like his heart gave out because he was just too scared.
Could you imagine? What did Nancy said? She stayed up for 7 days or something like that?
Yeah. And she said the record's 11. And I was like, wouldn't be me. I'd be a goner.
I know. Right? I would.
First day,
no way.
Sleep.
I tried to pull an all-nighter once in my life, and it just, no. Can't do it.
Oh, there was one thing that I wanted to tell you about the Nancy portion before she thinks that she's going to confront him, whether a dream or not. Which maybe will lay into your theme of it all being a dream. She did this whole Home Alone trap sequence, saying goodnight to her mom and falling asleep within 30 minutes, and still had 10 minutes to go chase Freddy.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I don't know how that's even possible.
Oh, like setting all that up and
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like literally had a drill and was like, this is more than just I set a chair in the way
Mm-hmm.
kind of obstacles, and then said goodnight to her mom, fell asleep, and then still had 10 minutes to chase him in the dream.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the timing doesn't quite check out.
No, that's why I was like, maybe it does make more sense that it's a dream.
That is interesting. Maybe Nancy was just very determined and she just knew exactly what to do. She was very quick about it. She's like,
on 7 days of no sleep.
Hey, you're so delusional. You could just get anything done. That's so funny. I didn't even think about that. I'm like, yeah, of course she set up the whole house in a matter of minutes. It's fine.
Yeah.
Huh.
Why not?
Yeah, definitely. That whole last bit was a dream. I'm convinced. You cannot convince me otherwise.
Okay. I honestly, the more you talk about it, the more I'm like, yeah, I could see it being a dream.
Yeah, it's just so hard. You could say anything's a dream because it's not like the dreams that they're having is so fantastical. It all takes place in like there's that boiler room situation.
Yeah, because that's where they killed him. So I guess that makes sense. He like brings them to his turf, but otherwise he's just chasing them in their homes. So.
Right. Dream? I don't know. You tell me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can't tell.
Interesting though, if they've never been in a boiler room, like that kind of essence, your mind can only like dream of what you've seen, supposedly. So
you know what? I call bullshit on that. Well, I don't know because like I've had lucid dreams before where like I still very vividly remember these places, and I don't think I've ever been on a castle hanging out of the side of a cliff before. Maybe I've seen the image or something. You know what I'm saying? Like.
I also wonder how much it's like actually you've seen in life or actually like whether you've seen it in a movie or something.
Yeah, it's got to be like
counts.
I feel like that's got to count. But in this case, it doesn't matter because it's a whole supernatural paranormal thing. So
right,
you don't need
people
to be
fall
there.
into beds and just don't come out, or blood volcano.
Right, the normal blood volcano.
Yeah, right.
That happens to me at least once a week.
Right. Then you got to get a cleaning crew in there.
It's all bad.
Always wonder what happened, and you're not sure.
I took a nap. I don't know. All right. Well, let's jump into our ratings really quick. For those of you who have never seen an episode of ours before, we just rate 4 aspects of the movie and score it 0 to 3, and then we tally up those numbers, and that's how we get our final score. So, Stephanie, what were your ratings for this movie?
I gave plot a 2 out of 3. I gave suspense a 1 out of 3. I gave atmosphere a 1 out of 3. And I gave villain a 3 out of 3. And I also gave my special point because at least I was curious to see what the sequels would entail.
So you gave it an 8 overall. And I think I actually rated it a little bit higher than you. So for my ratings, I actually gave plot a 3 out of 3. I gave suspense a 1 out of 3, atmosphere 2 out of 3, villain a full 3 out of 3, and I did give it my special point, so I gave it a 10 overall.
Oh, okay.
I gave plot a 3 mostly because, to your point, everyone sleeps. Everyone's gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
That's terrifying to me.
Yeah, like it's suspenseful because obviously he's gonna be always waiting there, but there's not like a lot of jump scares because the moment you close your eyes, if he's after you, you're going to see him.
Mm-hmm, exactly. And then the only difference for me between you is I gave atmosphere an additional point. I gave it 2 out of 3, mostly because of the dreams. Most of the movie takes place in the house and stuff, but when you do go to that boiler room, and it's scary. It's you could be anywhere. So maybe even more so the potentiality of it taking place elsewhere.
I ended up keeping it low because of so many house and neighborhood scenes and stuff like that. Obviously, the boiler room, I gave it credit for that. But
yeah,
in the special effects with the beds and stuff. But
yeah,
otherwise,
I could definitely see that.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. If you like this video, please give it a like and use that comment section, and you can let us know what movies you want us to watch.
Yes, please. And you can find us on social media using 13 Degrees of Screams.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.